me squeeze in here. Good morning. I want to catch up on Calendar Notebook. I didn't do it yesterday. I got busy with some other things, and one of those you'll see in a little bit. But let's start first with putting today's date in. So we will go to the first page, and today is actually Friday, so let's figure out what day that would be. Friday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is here. So we missed yesterday, which was Thursday. So let's go ahead and put in, if Wednesday was the 15th, Thursday was the 16th. Good. And how am I going to write that? A 1 and a 6. And you know what that means. Today is the 17th. Let's write it down. A 1 and a 7, and you know that 17 is Mrs. Mallock's lucky number, so give it to me right there. Ooh, let me rub that in. So today is Friday, April the 17th, 2020. Well, remember that because we're going to need that when we write our date. Go 2 pages to write our date. There we go. And let's see, what shall we do first? Mia, what's the first thing we should do? Why should we put a 4 there, Mia? Well, let's see. January, February, March, April. It is April, and that is a 4. Let's go ahead and do the rest of our months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Good job. All right, then I'll put a dash because we don't want to get our month and our day mixed up. Who's going to help next? It's going to be Xander. Xander, what's the next thing we should put? You are right. And why are we going to do that? 17, because it's the 17th day in April. All right, 17, we wrote it again. Give it to me. Thank you. And then a dash. And our last number in our date is going to come from Riley. Riley, what's our last number? Right, and why would we put that? She said 20. Why would I put a 20 there? Because it's a shortcut for 2020. Good job. Okay, let's turn the page and turn the page. Now we have filled in, at least I have. If you still have, if you still have blanks, you can work on this page. But I have filled in all of my 10 frames on this page, so I will flip to the next. And I will, whew, sorry about that. And I will put today's number, today's date, which is the 17th, 1 and a 7. And then I want to show 17 on 10 frames. So you fill yours in. And then Lucy, I want you to tell me how to fill mine in. Okay. Lucy says I need one full 10 frame because this 1 stands for 1 10 frame. So I don't even have to count. I know if I fill one of these in, that's 10. Then what do I do, Lucy? The top row of the next box, and that's 5. So we have 10 and 5 more, which would be 15, and then what? 2 more on the bottom row. So to make 17, we need 1 10 frame and 7 more. And to make 7, we did put that with 1 5 and 2 more. Good job. We're going to turn the page and turn the page and turn the page until we get to our tally marks. Now yesterday we didn't make a tally mark, so we're going to need to make one for yesterday and one for today and fill in 2 fingers. Oh, you're right, I didn't. I forgot to fill in that hand. Let me fill in this hand here. There. Oops. It's cool. So, do we get to zing? Not today. Only when we get to 5 do we get to zing. But we can say that this is 10, 5, and 2. So 10, 15, 16, 17. Or we could count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, and 2 more. 16, 17. Turn the page, and we will get to our domino page. Let's go with green today. Our green domino today. Oops. This is a really strong magnet, which I'm glad about, but it doesn't move unless I actually move it. Hope you can see that. We have 3 in our first box and 2 in our next box. So make your domino look like mine. 3 in the first box, 2 in the next box. And then I'm going to ask that Tristan, can you tell us the addition equation? Okay, 3 plus 2 is equal to, how many altogether? 5. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. If you have that, kiss your brain. You're a smarty. Let's turn our domino pages until we get to our dice page. I'm not sure what's going on today with mine. There we go. So, here are my dice. And our dice today, we have a 6 and a 3. Remember our dice, we always use the top. Which is greater, 6 or 3? Ethan, which is greater, 6 or 3? Good, 6. So we'll put 6 in our head, 6, and count on 3 more. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll fill in a 9. Can we say most? Yes, we can. We can still say most because 7 has more than everything else. That means the most of all. That means more than everything. Can we say least? No, because we still have some spaces. Turn the page. Today's weather here in Heron is rainy. I don't know what it is at Marion today where you live, but where I live it is rainy, so I'm going to fill in a rainy. All right, now, can you think of my sentence? I say Rainy has won. If that's what you thought I was going to say, then you can pat yourself on the back because you just read my mind. Turn the page, 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 turn the page. Keep turning the page until you get to page 6. Page 6 with the star. We're going to be working on the box where the star is. So point to the star so you're working in the right box. If you don't have a star, you're not on the right page. It says that Cameron brought out 7 playground balls. Xander brought out 4 playground balls. How many more balls does Cameron have than Xander? And here is my thinking. We are not trying to figure out how many altogether. So our important numbers are Cameron brought out 7 and Xander brought out 4. How many more balls does Cameron have? So our question is actually, how many more? So how many more? Well, that's what we want to find out. So we're going to be comparing the two. And in order to compare the two, we need a picture of both of them. So the easiest way to compare the two is to line them up like we do with lunch count so that we can see. So Cameron brought out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Xander brought out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to compare and say how many more Cameron brought. So Cameron didn't bring 7 more because Xander has some too. So let's see what has the same and then look at the difference. So these have the same, these have the same, these have the same, and these have the same. But Cameron, this is Cameron's, has 3 that Xander does not have. So Cameron has 3 more than Xander. So I'm going to put my 3 over here. And that is how we figure out how many more something has. Now, how many less? Xander has 3 less. If Cameron has 3 more, then that means Xander has 3 less. Okay. Thank you. Good job for today.